In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Welcome to Rap in Order, the interrogation of a hip-hop album, where we take some of the culture's most beloved hip-hop albums, put them on the stand, see if they stood the test of time. Now let's see who we got on the stand today. Welcome to another episode of Rap in Order. I'm First Class Regg.
I'm Taurian B.
Another one.
Another one, man. Good, man. You know, repping New York Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, champions in New York. They actually win.
Yeah. The champs.
Yeah. So, you know, pretty much for the most part, pretty good. You had a good week?
Good. Yeah, man. Week was good. Week was long, but it's good. I have a trip coming up, going to Amsterdam.
Okay. Yes. You're going to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
I'm going to LA for Camp Flog. But not the same weeks though.
Yeah, no. Like, okay. Right. I think when you come back.
Yeah, I come back on I'll come back on the 18th. I'll leave on the 15th. No, I'll come back on the 19th. Leave the 15th of November, come back the 19th of November from Camp Flog. No.
Nice.
Gonna go see Tyler.
Really, really good lineup too. But before all of that, we had an amazing time at your baby show.
Yeah, we had a good ass time, man. Yeah. The build up to it was hell.
I mean, that's expected, right? But
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, man, y'all packed that place out, man.
We did. Yeah. It was good. So a lot of family. The food was good.
Food was really good.
I'm really upset with myself that I only got one plate.
Shout out to your aunt, Anita?
Oh, my aunt.
Yeah.
Aunt Anita. Anita. So Aunt Anita is a very interesting person because she yells a lot and she's very, Aunt Anita is very, very like, authoritative. So if you don't know her, like when she's like yelling and like getting annoyed, I think she got annoyed because like she realized like people would get seconds before other people.
Yeah.
If you don't know her, it'll be very alarming. But I'm so used to her.
Yeah, and I got family members like that, so I wasn't tripping. It was fine.
Yeah.
Cause she like when I came up, and I know how like, you know, with baby showers and anything formal like that with family, when you go and there's somebody serving, if you see a bunch of chicken, chances are you're probably going to just get 2 pieces.
Right.
And you got to keep it moving because you got to think about everybody. So like, I already had that in mind. And she was like, you're only getting 2. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's cool. You know, yeah. I was fine with it. Yeah. She was on it.
Yeah.
Like,
she lets it be known. So
she regulated. Yeah.
So like me, Ted and Sonia are like very used to it. So like everybody like was just like Sarah was like, Taurian, I think we should give your aunt a break. I was like, she's not going to leave.
Yeah,
I was like,
she was holding that down.
Yeah, I was like, just let her rock. She'll be all right.
Music was good. Shout out to the little bro. He kicked it off.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Tone, my little brother. He kicked it off. And then Hassan came through.
Yeah, shout out to
the good vibes. Shout out to Chef Harley. He was the chef that came to the food.
Oh, okay.
His name was Chef Harley.
Yeah. Food was good.
He was like, he came highly recommended, and like I'll be honest with you, like I was very like happy with the price that he gave me to cook.
Nice.
Like I was just like, yo, we are fucking drowning in debt, like in money, and not debt, but like in the money that we were spending for everything.
Yeah, for the
budget.
Like,
but I will say the baby shower was a blessing. I'm still getting stuff sent to the house. I got so much stuff.
Yeah,
like it was kind of like it's kind of like overwhelming. Like I got so much stuff where I'm like looking and I'm like people, you know how people say, yo, whatever you didn't get on the registry, I'll get.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like not trying to be, I'm like, well, you should just look on the registry and see what's left.
Exactly.
But like they're like, but what do you really want? I'm like, yo, like I got everything like that I really want. I'm like, unless you just want to give me a pair of sneakers that I want for myself.
I've learned to really abide by the registry.
Yeah.
Before,
please do it.
Before I didn't used to be like that. I would look on the registry and I'd be like, but that's too easy.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going to get them this. I'm going to get them something that they're not even thinking about that they would want. And now I've learned to kind of just do both. Where it's like, look at the registry, get what they're actually asking for. And then if you want to get something else, get that too.
Yeah. It makes a huge difference because like for some people, like I think back in the days what used to happen is somebody you would just go to Babies R Us or go to Target and like you get you could scan and people would just scan anything. But like now, especially like this app called the Baby List, like it gives you like a checklist of everything. Like, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? Like, and it puts everything in categories. So like, we were able to like really like check off everything and like be like, hey, we need this, or say that we didn't have enough of something. So yeah, like it actually like worked out in our favor. And like, when I tell you, like, people were like people were spending money, I was like taking the back. I was like, yo, that's yeah, like I started stuttering, like that's $300. Like you got that, like you ain't even call me and negotiate, like nothing.
Yeah, nah. People planned it well, and they showed out, man. It was a great time. Great time.
Had a good time. Obviously the NBA season is in full swing. Very happy about that. My Lakers got off to a hot start.
They did, and it's kind of
they kind of like balancing out. But I think it's an easy fix. We just got to like trade D'Angelo Russell and possibly Austin Reeves, who I really, really like, and like build our bench.
Yeah, I haven't always really been that much of a fan of Austin Reeves. Like I feel like every time I kind of believe in him more, as far as like watching the game more, as I've been doing the past couple seasons, he kind of lets me down. But this season, he's been coming in strong. He just he's been consistent this season so far, and the season is still young. D'Lo was consistent last season, and this season, I don't really know what's happening.
It's weird, bro. Like, LeBron James has like some kind of effect on players where I think that if they play another team, like in whatever system that team is in, like they'll flourish. Like they come play with LeBron, bro, and like it's like they are playing like they never played organized basketball before. It's weird. Like so sometimes like I just wonder, like, is LeBron like such like a control freak that he's making you overthink because of the way that he plays basketball?
Interesting.
Or whatever. But like it feels that way because like, you know.
But at the same time, I feel like I can feel LeBron's frustration of wanting to be the guy to coast. He wants to coast a little bit, but he can't. And it sucks because I think that was like that was everybody's beef with Davis before. Like, yo, step up. This nigga is 40. Like, you need to step up. You the future. And now he is stepping up, but like the rest of the team is not.
Yeah, the rest of the team.
Yeah. So it's weird. Yeah, but the Pistons.
Yeah, y'all
looking okay.
Y'all have a really good team, bro. Y'all have good talent. You wanna know what's funny? I was talking to LaShawn about this, that JJ Redick was better off coaching a team like the Pistons or Toronto. Two teams, right, that have like really good young talent, and they basically are like on the verge of like, if they stick together for like a year or two more, like they're gonna be like contenders, like how the Raptors used to be when they had DeMar DeRozan and what's the dude from Villanova name? Dude with the hips.
Oh, no.
Damn, I can't think of his name right now. Damn. It's fucking that's gonna drive me crazy. But yeah, like, you know, like that Toronto team, or like the old Pacers team that had like Lance Stevenson and Paul George, like they had like good 3 seasons under their belt, and like they knew each other. So I think that JJ Redick will probably be better suited coaching a team like that. Like once LeBron retires, if JJ keeps his job, he's going to be amazing.
I think so too. And I think he's passionate about this shit. Like he's like day in and day out, he wants to get better.
Yeah, I think he's definitely ready to neglect his family. He's prepared.
Yeah, that's the mentality he has for sure.
He's definitely ready to neglect his family.
Yeah. What else is happening? Penguin, if you're listening to this, we've already had the finale of Penguin. As we're recording this, the Penguin finale is tonight.
Yep.
What are you expecting?
I'll be honest with you, I haven't expected what's happening now, like, because like I said, I said this a couple episodes ago, he's supposed to die every episode.
Yeah.
So I'm just like at the point now where I'm like, yo, what else is going to happen? But I guess this is like how like the story of how his empire, like he gets rid of all his enemies, and then I guess the Batman enters. Because like this movie like is going to go directly into the sequel of Batman.
Yeah.
So and that's my like I'm excited to see this finale, and hopefully Victor lives.
Yeah, man. Victor, I don't know. I don't be knowing about him sometimes. Even like the last episode where this dude that he was like super terrified of, and he ended up having to kill.
Yeah.
That was funny to me because he went to Oz about it, and Oz was so preoccupied with other like more important shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like just off this dude,
Yeah,
you know, just do it.
Just kill him.
But I like his development so far. I like seeing the duality of Sophia, where it's like, yo, so much has happened to her for her to be like an evil bitch and to be justified, but she also still has this sincerity, like this soft spot, like when she connects, especially when she talks to other women. So like when she connected with Oz's mom and his mom ended up slapping her. And I was like, damn, I don't know what's gonna happen, but she kind of just took it. I thought it was over. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this is gonna end up. You know.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get like a Batman cape.
Yeah,
I feel like we're gonna get
probably
him.
That's gonna be. Yeah, we'll probably get.
We'll get like a silhouette of the cow or something like that. We're gonna get something along those lines.
And they already alluded to. I remember there were reports that the Batman 2 is gonna take place in a winter, so everybody. Me specifically, I was like, oh, okay, they can introduce Freeze. And I saw there was a winter episode in this one. So it's already kind of building up that way because it's in winter now in the Penguin episode. I mean, in the series. I am interested to see how they would introduce Freeze if that happens.
I would love to see a Dr. Freeze.
Yeah.
But I guess I think like it seems like they're going in the more grounded scenario. So I'm like, why some like give us like fucking Scarecrow again or some shit?
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like the dude that is her psychiatrist is gonna turn into the Scarecrow or some shit.
Yeah, he's weird as hell.
Toxins and shit like that.
It's a very weird dude.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
Nah.
You should watch that shit.
Yeah. How many seasons is that? Like 6?
It'll keep you occupied, but it's a good watch. But yeah, he's in Sons of Anarchy, and yeah, man.
I mean, I like him in almost everything I see him.
He was in Luke Cage.
Yeah, he was good.
He's good, but I'm telling you, in Sons of Anarchy, bro, like, you know, if you know, you know.
Okay. Cool. What else?
But also, so we got some like really good music. Like, so when this episode comes out, these projects will probably be like about 2 weeks old. But Tyler Creator is almost gold.
Yeah. 300 the first week.
300 the first week and like 150. Yeah. So he's almost gold. Cornucopia. So like that project is a great project. I'm really proud of Tyler. I think he's solidified now. Like I think like he's shaking the awkward, like weird, annoying kid stigma, and like is like
in his 30s now. Yeah,
he's a grown man. I love the subject,
actual growth
and everything like that. That was pretty dope. What else? Absol dropped Soul Burger.
Yeah,
and I'll be honest with you,
he's on the run right now.
He should be mad at why he wait so long? He would be a bigger artist by now. Like this project.
You know what's funny? This is actually the quicker turnaround. Like his last album was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This like when I listen to DJ Head like talk, because he's always like, you know, saying like how he like speaks with these guys and does these things. I'm in my head, I'm like, how could you how was this not a no-brainer to do this? Like how did you not think like, yo, I need to make some bops. Like, and not like on some stuff. Like, he's still dropping knowledge. Like, yo, bro, like he mixed a Mobb Deep song with Steady on Red, like
off his intro.
Yes.
That shit was crazy. And then the other one that we was talking about a couple weeks ago, which was the single, which has like that mustard type feel.
Yeah, like I'm like,
yeah.
I think it's called Ready for Whatever, Down for Whatever, some shit like that. I wait, whatever.
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
hard.
I just don't. I'm like, bro, you was capable. It seems like he wasn't like he was so stuck in like trying to like kick knowledge and be woke and shit like that. That like he didn't. It didn't even occur to him. Yo, I'm from California.
This is a bag I can lean into.
Yeah,
I think Kendrick really opened the and I hate to give him credit for that, but I think it's true in the sense of like in the wake of Not Like Us taking off the way that it did, because that was even a pivot for Kendrick. That's not his typical bag, but like him doing that, I feel like it inspired a lot more of the West Coast to step up in that world, in that realm, even though this has been YG's bag for years.
It has.
Like, YG has been leaning into this, and you got other like West Coast artists like La Russell that's like killing it right now too.
I watched his Tiny Desk.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but La Russell is good. La Russell's good, bro. Yeah.
Fuck, yo, bro, I gotta see him live.
Yeah. He's good. And he's like
funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He's charismatic. He has his own shit. Like that West Coast shit, you know what? Like I've been fucking with West Coast rap for a while, but like, yeah, La Russell is, yeah, he's good, man. He's good.
Is back.
So yeah, excited to see how that goes too. But like you said, Absol, he dropped another one for sure.
Absol dropped another one. Freddie Gibbs, Gangsta Gibbs, my guy.
Gangsta Gibbs, man, consistent. And anytime people would think they have him figured out, like, oh, he just works with big producers. It's like, nah, this project, it's not led by big producers.
Yeah,
like it's just him. There's really, really good known samples on there. Like the Tony joint. I think he raps over a Cupid sample. Yeah, he's just so good, yo. I think the internet just gets in his way.
Yeah, of course. I think if he stays up the internet, he's fine. Like, I think that he'll do a way better job. Let me see. So I haven't gotten a chance to listen to Ferg's project because like I had no idea that it was coming. And it's funny because I follow so many people that are like kind of like in his world. Shout out to Ant the Panther. But yeah, like I had no idea. So I got a lot to tap into that. But what were your thoughts on it?
Ferg doesn't always drop the best projects. Trap Lord was good. The one after that wasn't that good. He has an inconsistency with dropping good projects. This one has a good chunk of songs on it. Gave it a listen like full through yesterday. It's a bunch of songs that I do like. I just wish that I miss that camaraderie with like that ASAP camaraderie. Like it just there's a question of like if they even fuck with each other, but people be like, yo, they still do, but it's like you don't feel it.
Yeah, Rocky puts his project back again.
Yeah. So it's
that's also kind of like worrisome. Cause I'm just like, yo, bro, like Rihanna got you in the mix like that, nigga.
Yeah, bro. Shit, I'm not even mad at it, to be honest. That nigga doing his own thing. He still got a Grammy nomination.
That's close.
From his video that he put out for the album. What's so funny about Rocky though? There's a tweet from Tyler. Did you see that tweet that went viral again from him from years ago?
Yeah.
About Rocky. He's like, yo, I wish Rocky would shut the fuck up sometimes and just stop announcing shit before it's done. And I was like, damn, that's no, that was
Like think about what Tyler does. Like people be like legit asking Tyler like what's going on. Like nobody knows anything, right?
Until it comes out. Yeah. And he did Chromacopia, the rollout from when we learned about it. So when it came out was about a week and a half. Came out super consistent, solid.
Everything was ready. Yeah.
Announced the tour.
I would love to talk to him about that and just be like, yo, like, how did you, like, what was the concept? What was the vision board? Like,
Yeah. Announced the tour and his album was out and it was like, perfect. That's how a rollout should be done.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. Cause I'm assuming I can't float now he's going to perform on Sunday to close it out. So if it's anything like he did, like, well, I went last year and saw it live, like, so I know he's going to fuck it.
I can already picture him coming, how he would come out, because he's going to lead with that intro. Oh, because it's such an intro, like, it's just, that's a concert.
Absolutely going to be something. I can see it now. I can already hear it now, like them asking fans to back up, like, because of like the Travis Scott situation, the Astro World. Like, that was like a thing last year. Back up, please. Everybody back up. You're not suing me. Like, that was like a thing.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was doing that. You're right.
Asking fans to back up. So I could see Tyler.
Stopping the music, making sure people are okay.
Yo, make sure a person got water. Like, make sure a person don't pass out. Like, shit like that. So that's going to be like
definitely, that shit definitely raised awareness.
Yeah. Shout out to Travis Scott for that, I guess. But, you ready to get into this episode?
So yeah, we can get into this album for the day. The artist that we're focusing on for today's episode is in the blog era. Very much had an impact. Whether or not it was as big as it could have been for his impact, remains to be seen. It can be debated, but his presence was felt. This project came out in 2013. It's called King Remembered in Time, and we're talking about Big K.R.I.T. This project specifically came out April 10th, 2013, and it was uploaded on DatPiff at first. It just fairly recently hit
DSP.
DSP.
Yeah, because there's like songs missing. So
Mhm.
I have the that pitch version.
Okay.
So like I had like extra songs. But it's fine. Like
Yeah.
the Apple Music version, like it just has less songs, but I just listen to them.
Yeah, the Apple Music version has 14 songs, and the Dat Piff version I think has 17.
Yeah.
Can't Remember the Time is a 10th mixtape released by Big K.R.I.T, Mississippi's own. Tape features Bun B, Future, Wiz, Smoke DZA, just to name a few, with production handled by K.R.I.T and Ninth Wonder, who produced just one song on the project. And this project was actually heavily promoted at the time of being the first project that's going to include production from people other than K.R.I.T, even though it only featured Ninth Wonder. I think it was supposed to have Mike Will as well, but it didn't. Yeah. What were your thoughts on this project?
I was actually really excited because his project before this was kind of a disappointment. Because he signed a deal with Def Jam, and like he realized that they would like he was realizing like, oh, okay, like they don't get it. And I think that at the time, like, you know, this was when Def Jam started showing like cracks in the chinks in their armor. And, you know, him kind of like getting back to like what his fans like loved him for and everything like that. So like hearing that this was coming out and it was going to just be a straight up mixtape, I was like, all right, this is perfect. Like, this is good. Like, and the production on it is always really, really good. But I think that like K.R.I.T kind of like, he's very talented, but like he needs direction from like other people, like to just come in and just like rap or like come up with different like subjects and stuff like that. And it's kind of like what J. Cole has gone through. But I just think that like K.R.I.T is just more would the word be, I guess it would be stubborn, but like not like in like a bad way, but like more so like I know what I like versus like trusting somebody else to like take
Yeah. That's
what I gathered at this time.
I get that. I think that can be applied to K.R.I.T even today. I mean, we haven't gotten music from him in a couple years, but you know, for the most part, he still produces his stuff. And I really enjoy his production and his rap style and his cadence. When this project came out, like you said, it was coming off of a project that I wasn't too crazy about. I think it was Catalactica, right?
No. So, it was Live from the Underground.
Oh yeah.
Came out before this album.
Yeah.
Catalactica came out after this album.
Got you. So Catalactica was like 2015.
Right. And that was basically what he was rapping like he was a card that went in the opposite.
Yeah, which was
it made me think about Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Yeah, you just watched that again recently, right? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I've always been a K.R.I.T fan. It's always just been unfortunate because I feel like in the blog era, like how we mentioned prior, like he just doesn't get talked about enough in that time frame, and I think it's because his sound is so regional, and there's a good and a bad thing about that. So the bad thing is that it's not going to reach a lot of people. So it's like you're taking a risk in a way, right? But it's good because you're remaining true to your sound. And I think, and I'm of the belief that regional rap is really important and it needs to be around.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
definitely.
So like he's staying and remaining true. I would love to talk to somebody from Mississippi to see how they feel about K.R.I.T. I know they probably fucking love him because he stayed for that reason. He stays true to it, you know? But yeah, that's how I felt about it. We can,
I just like, it just happened in my head, right? Well, it just happened, like flashed through my mind. He did like some kind of like documentary or some kind of like really long form interview a few years back, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. I just thought about that when you mentioned Mississippi, and I'm mad that I didn't watch that for research.
Yeah, he did do one, but like, yeah, I think him remaining true to his roots and where he came from, and like that's really a part of his sound. So like, I don't think he's willing to compromise that.
Right.
Cause K.R.I.T could have gotten bigger as an artist, you know, we've seen flashes of it.
Right.
But
because,
yeah.
You want to know what I was thinking too? Like what he did was kind of like the, you know how sometimes like artists be like, yo, I'm gonna get back to like why I fell in love with me, like my roots. Like some artists that works really well for. Like two examples are like what Jay-Z did after he dropped Volume 1, he put out Streets of Watch. And that got like his fan base back on his side.
Horse shit, American Gangster.
Right. Or American Gangster, right? And then with Future, he went on that 3 mixtape run. I think that was K.R.I.T's intention, but it was just that like Def Jam just didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they was just like, well, you still owe us an album. And then like he had like a concept and he put out Catalactica, and I think he just went over people's heads. And that's why I'm saying like he probably like need to work like Timbaland or something like that. Like obviously, you know, there's other producers, but it's just like Timbaland.
Just a mainstream producer, yeah.
Work with a mainstream producer and like let them like help you flesh out your concepts, come out with your ideas and stuff like that.
Or shit, man. Alchemist is always a great cheat code for artists like that.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, he's always a good cheat code because he's 1 foot in mainstream and 1 foot out.
Yeah.
So for artists like this, that's solely underground, mostly, well, quote unquote underground, him working with somebody like that would be great.
Yeah.
You know, you get the attention of the hip hop purists, and you pique the interest of people that kind of know Alchemist, you know. But yeah, so the album, like I said, produced 99% of it by Big K.R.I.T.
Right.
Kicks off with Purpose, which I thought was a solid intro. What you thought?
It sets the tone. It makes sense. It kind of reminded me of the intro to Biggie's Ready to Die. You know, you had baby crying, it's like the birth, like coming into the world. He's saying like he's talking about like the cyber says he has a purpose, like he's supposed to do something while he's here. I enjoyed it, but it's kind of like it's not down. I don't like. I gotta find other words. I'm sorry, y'all. I need a thesaurus. The thesaurus. There you go. Thanks, George. It's kind of like downhill from there for me because it's like the production is great, but it's like he pretty much keeps telling us the same thing in every song. It's just that it does show that how impressive a rapper he is. He finds different ways to do it, but every song is pretty much the same theme.
Okay. Well, because Shine On follows that, and that features Bun B.
Laid Back.
Laid Back. Great sample use. Again, you'll never get a bad verse from Bun B.
Ever.
Just consistent all around.
Bun B and Jadakiss. I don't think we got bad verses from them.
3-minute mark of this song is really, really good to me. It really carries through, and it feels like a sermon midway through. Like you can tell Bun B's like, not Bun B. You could tell K.R.I.T's influence. Yeah, he was raised in a church, and you can always tell what speaks to him through his music, which I really like. That's followed by Talking About Nothing, which is a fucking bounce.
Yeah, it's a fun beat.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And like it's him kind of like saying like what he's fed up with in the industry. And I'm like, all right, I get that. Great. Like I said, like he's finding like different ways, and like, you know, there's proclamations basically alluding to like he's the king of the South, and like he's that guy, which I really wish that he leaned into.
Yeah. He has a song called King of the South that was really good, but he just treats it like a title. He don't do the show and prove. Like for our generation, we were so spoiled with like people like T.I. that made these claims and really stuck to it. Like really like, it's like, yo, I'm the king of the South and what? Or even just went and talked to a nigga like Scarface before he even said it.
Yeah.
Like just shit like that, like was really, really big. Now it's just used as like a
quick term.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's all people use it for. But I really like to Talk About Nothing. It sounded like some 04 shit. Super Southern. It's so rooted, as K.R.I.T is as an artist. King Without a Crown.
I was reading what I wrote.
What is it?
I wrote, love this beat, so soulful, maintaining focus and fulfilling his purpose. Like, I swear to God. Like,
I wrote, keeps the momentum. He's good at these rooted moments, humble but aware of greatness. And I think that's him fully. Like, he encapsulates that fully. Like, he's a humble guy, but then if you ever question like his pen or whatever, that's when you'll get like the braggadocious.
Yeah.
And I just kind of just wish he would do that more.
That's a Southern guy to the T, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Southern men are very humble people until like you challenge them in any kind of way, and they'll talk all kinds of shit to you.
Shit that you didn't even know they was thinking ever. Like that, all that should have come up.
Everything.
Yeah. And then that takes us into Meditate. which is, I think, one of the cornerstones of this album and of K.R.I.T as an artist. Like, if you listen to him, you know that he's had alcohol addiction issues in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And Meditate is something that he talks about, that he gets transparent about, that alcoholism and trying to escape it and trying to center himself while being drawn to like the unhealthy vices that he has. So like that one is really important. I think it's a big part of this album.
Yeah, as self-reflection, growth, and talking about like mental peace and everything like that. Like I get it. I also start feeling like I'm like, all right, wrap it up.
Okay, I get that. Okay. What about Served as Royalty?
His purpose.
Yeah, it goes back to number one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it sucks because it's like he's an amazing rapper and like he is a great producer as well. But it's just like I'm like, all right, I get it, K.R.I.T. Like it feels like this project feels like a very vain project. I'm gonna be honest with you. This feels like a project that was like and sometimes people need it, like especially like artists and musicians, like they need like to like soothe themselves or like have like therapy for themselves.
Yeah.
But in listening to this project, if I just listen to it and then listen, like, so I listen to it in two different ways. Before, I've always listened to this project and just like vibed out. But listening to this project, listening to the lyrics and like what he's saying, I get the message, and it's a great message and it's a great story. It's just that like he took a plot from like one song and pretty much made 13-track mixtape.
I see.
And it kind of like lost me a little bit. And I think it's because like, I'm like, damn, bro, like it kind of got like repetitive like, over and over and over again. And I wonder if it's something that like, is just like a problem of mine. Cause some people love that shit. They'll hear it over and over and over again, but it's just like, I don't know. I do get motivated by music, but I don't need this much motivation.
Got you. I think for me, this has a lot of quick, strong moments, in my opinion. Like, there's shit for your car.
Mm-hmm.
There's shit that's like, that he's going through mentally, that he's being transparent about. And then there's like other shit scattered in here that just kind of work his skill as an MC, like Banana Clip Theory.
I love telling
a story.
Banana Clip is stand out to me on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he's not talking about his purpose.
Yeah. He's, yeah. So Banana Clip Theory, I think, is one of the bigger standouts on here. Or, I'll take it back to what was after. I was going to bring up Good Together. Good Together sounds great to me because it reminds me of, it sounds like Outkast.
It does.
It sounds like a song that could have Outkast on it. Like, both of them.
I feel like he could have got a Big Boy with no problem because at that time Big Boy was also his label mate.
Yeah. I think he could always get Big Boy with no problem. I think Big Boy is always willing.
I think we can get a Big Boy verse shit.
Yeah. I think Big Boy is always willing to exercise his pen. Like that's what he does. And then you tie back into the car music, the car themed music, like My Trunk,
mm-hmm.
which features Trinidad James.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking era, right? That was
dude.
Yeah. I think you was the one that put us on to Trinidad James. I think you went to Atlanta.
I went to Atlanta and like All Go Everything had just premiered.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just very funny. It was very funny because everybody, like, what the fuck? The people thought it was a parody, but like it was real. Like, and that was the funny thing is that like at that time, like a lot of things was like blossoming in Atlanta, like so like sneaker culture, like sneakerheads and stuff like that, like and kids kind of a lot of like streetwear shit was like blossoming in Atlanta at that time, and Trinidad James was kind of like the face of it.
Yeah, and now like he's kind of just one of these sneakerhead dudes that like
right, yeah, like he has things going on, but it's like we learned that music it was not the thing, and funny enough, he was out of Dutch.
Yeah, that was a big year for him. I remember he had like his show in New York.
Yeah, not at SOB's, at Santos Party House.
Yes. Damn, Santos. Wow. Yeah. Santos was big. That was a big moment for artists that were crossing over into the New York scene. Let's see. How You Love That?
Purpose.
How You Love That was good.
I ain't
think it's like
saying I didn't say it's not good. Listeners, watchers.
Mhm.
K.R.I.T don't make bad music, but if I start feeling like I'm getting like the same narrative over and over again, it's kind of like it's starting to become homework because I'm starting to say like, all right, he's convincing himself of this. He has no self-confidence.
Okay. I think How You Love That is kind of funny enough, and I'm pretty sure it was intentional. You know, How You Love That is the title of Big Timer's album. So I think there's a bit of homage in that title.
Yeah.
Because it's him and who's on this Big Sam?
Yes.
Yeah. So like I think this is kind of like his homage to Big Timers and that moment that they had in the early 2000s. So I thought that was cool. And then that followed by Only One, which is like this classic feel to it. It has Wiz, it has Smoke DZA, and it's cool to like see that this was 2013 and you fast forward almost 10 years later and they were still working together and they still cool. They put out Full Court Press in 2022 together, which was a solid project actually.
Yeah, because I believe they all have like ties to Johnny Snipes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, cinematic and like it's like cinematic is kind of like the new Raucous, kind of like SRC record label where like they get like underground artists or like somebody like K.R.I.T who's not underground but like would rather be underground, and like there's and like somebody like Wiz who just fucks with them still, like, and they can get those projects out, so like that just makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Like we mentioned Banana Clip Theory. And he talked about how interesting it was. The thing that I thought was so interesting about it was because you never really get this back from K.R.I.T to talk about like the revolving door of violence and how someone that's killed it's gonna be a ripple effect eventually because it's just gonna keep going around. There's gonna be retaliation. There's gonna be another person that dies. It's just gonna keep going, and it's like something that kind of plagues the Black community in general.
Right.
So it was nice to hear him talk about that, and I love the production choice on here. It's so stripped down for such story-themed rap, and I think that's necessary sometimes. Life. It's produced by Ninth Wonder. This is the song that he produced. It has this really, really clean Marvin Gaye sample.
It's yeah.
Yeah. Feature King, BJ the Chicago Kid, who's been around forever.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what's his end game.
I don't know either. He put out a good album last year.
Yeah, you could tell he stay in the studio.
Yeah, he do. I feel like he kind of just, you tell him what you want and he probably already got some shit. He's like an underground Ty Dolla $ign. Like he has something for everything.
Yeah, he's like underground Ty Dolla $ign. And I used to like, before Anderson .Paak blew up, like I used to be like, BJ Chicago Kid and Anderson .Paak, like who like you call, but Anderson .Paak like got on the strat.
Skyrocketed, yeah. Okay, and then I think the next song is probably my favorite song on this album is Bigger Picture. Bigger Picture is written very well. The production is amazing. The message is great, which is, conforming for the sake, what I wrote was conforming for the sake of maintaining a love and unhealthy hope for the sake of peace. But is it really peace? Because, like just being with somebody and realizing that y'all are not on the same page anymore, but that what will get y'all on the right page, even though you're not mentally there anymore. And you try to get back to that page just to maintain being together.
Yeah. I think this song is like a double entendre. I think it's about like loving like the being in a relationship, a romantic relationship, and like his relationship with the music.
Yeah, I didn't think about that aspect of it.
I took that as a double entendre. Like I took it as something like that when I listened to it.
Yeah.
See, I listened to the project and like I enjoy it. I can't explain it because K.R.I.T far from sucks. He doesn't suck. It's just I was just like, yeah, bro, you got 4 songs like this on this project. But also, I guess I'll say that's also a credit to how good of a rapper he is.
He's a great rapper. I think when he has flashes in the pan like this is when I get the most intrigued, because you don't get moments like this from him that often.
Right.
So a song like Bigger Picture, or like we said, Banana Clip Theory, like those are going to stand out because it's like, oh, he's showing me some versatility, you know, because I think his package deal is always his cars, where he's from, you know, being better, being the king, you know, that's like his bag, and making like funk music. Like My Sub is like that's literally a trilogy for him, or maybe like he probably has 4 or 5 different parts to that song now.
He does.
Like my subwoofers, dedicated to that. So, and I like that about him.
I think that I hope that we get new K.R.I.T music soon. Like I said, I just want him to allow himself to be executive produced.
I think he'll get there. I think,
Some people are too talented for their own good.
Yeah.
He's probably like, yo, I can do all of this shit. I'm fine with all of this. And the problem is just that, like, yeah, like, you're fine with all of this K.R.I.T, but like at the same time, like, take something off your plate so then maybe like you can think about other things, because he's probably thinking so much into everything that he's doing that it's not even he's like missing something.
That something is being sacrificed. Yeah, I get that. I think a part of me really likes that he does do this because it's so regional, and I'm just such a big fan of regional
rap. Get in the
rap.
studio with Manny Fresh.
That would be fire. That would be fire, because he could get with somebody that'll help him maintain that sound.
Out of pound, Manny Fresh. Like, oh my God,
he could get with somebody that'll help him maintain that sound. That just gets him
right.
You know,
or he can work with David Banner, who was a great producer. I think he's a way better producer than he is a rapper.
Who, David Banner? Absolutely.
So yeah, that's just my.
I think rapping itself was just a way in for David Banner, but he don't really be rapping like that no more.
I agree.
He produces more. I agree with that take. So the album rolls out. I mean, closes out with a Multi Till I Die, which feels very much like a credit roll type thing. Like you literally can envision credits rolling as you listen to this song.
Yeah.
I think it was a solid closer.
Yeah, it was definitely a solid closer. I was happy when it was over.
It's not me, K.R.I.T.
I love K.R.I.T, man. Great.
It's not me.
I went to a Crown interview, bro.
Yo, yeah. And I asked him at that Crown interview. That was 2015. I asked him what he was trying to do different with. Was this for Catalactica that was?
Probably, I think so.
Cause Live from the Underground is what he didn't like. That's what was.
Yeah, he didn't like that. But so, what I remember significantly is that like Mount Olympus was a question that he gave a really profound answer to, talking about Mount Olympus. And I think he basically was just saying like, yeah, he put everybody on notice that was like his own control for everybody.
Oh, okay. I remember, Mount Olympus got a lot of attention back then because of that. Because he was like one of the only ones that responded to Control.
And it was good. Really good
shit, yeah. He took it to the booth.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we can wrap up on this album. Curious to know your rating.
3 out of 5 waffles.
Okay.
Because production is amazing. Big K.R.I.T raps really well. The concept is really good. He got back on track, giving his fans like what he originally has, like what he was originally beloved for. But I felt like a lot, like this probably could have been a 7-song mixtape. He just, like, a lot of the songs that he got, it's like he kept hitting home the point that he was trying to get across. And I was like, I got it. I get it.
Okay. I think for me, I would do 3.5. I really do enjoy like a lot of this because he stays true to his sound. Whether or not that's a detriment is up in the air, but it does pique my curiosity to see how K.R.I.T will work with other artists and letting other people in to help him maintain the sound that he's passionate about. Because I don't want him to lose that. So like him working with like somebody like Timbaland, he'd lose that essence, I think, because Timbaland is so worldly, and I think he's not gonna contribute to. I think Tim works great with people, but somebody like him, he's so mainstream, and his sound is so mainstream that if you come into him, he's probably assuming that that's what you want from him, and it's not a bad assumption, but I think K.R.I.T is so rooted in where he's from. So moments like the moments that he has on this album that are like those really, really big moments, I wish he would give us more of that. But he's a great rapper, you know, and I want to see him produce for other people too.
Yeah, like that's something that was like very like weird to me that like I don't see more of that, and that's why I want to like catch him and like ask him like more questions about what he has going on.
Yeah, I would love for K.R.I.T to work with other artists that are in the South, that are that are more mainstream, like whatever, because he got it. He do got it. But we shall see what else he comes out with. Listeners, viewers, if you checked out this Big K.R.I.T album, mixtape rather, let us know what you think. I'm First Class Regg.
And I'm Taurian B.
We're out of here.
Catch you next time. Dun dun.